Yo, what up, everybody? Happy Friday. Just want to share something from my heart to your heart, just to kind of like bring light to you. Because a lot of people are always asking me, how are you so happy? How are you so joyous? How are you just so free about everything? And it's because I choose to. Like, things happen in my life, like, especially personal things. Like, when I say the devil comes at me sometimes, and he'll come through me through my family, he'll come through me through work. He'll come through me the same way he comes through you guys. But the only difference is I don't allow him to take over how I'm feeling. If I wake up that morning and my goal is to be happy that morning, I'm going to be happy for the rest of the day. If something happens, I just, I come in a state of gratitude, let's just say something happens at work for me and I get tested. I say, okay, God, I'm grateful I have a job. I'm grateful I have a job. I'm grateful I have a job, because there were times where I didn't have a job and it was hard to find a job, and really like picking up in that space, knowing that it could be worse, but it's not, at least I have the problem at work. Cause you know what I mean? Like, at least I have a problem at work that just shows I have a job. So it's a good problem to have. And I think that's when a lot of people like kind of overthink it, like, and you really got to come in a sense of gratitude that whatever problem you're having, it could be your kids. I'm grateful I have kids. There's some people that can't have kids. I'm grateful, let's just say something busted up in the house. Like, I've had problems where things are like bust up in the house. And it really put me in a state of gratitude. It's just like, okay, I'm grateful I have a house. I'm grateful I have a house. Because I could be on the street sleeping instead of having this little water pipe problem or this electric problem or whatever kind of problem it is. I just kind of get myself in a state of gratitude. So gratitude is one thing that helps me, and also affirmations. Whenever I'm feeling down or something's like really targeting me inside of me, I continuously repeat to myself, I am confident, I'm strong, I am powerful, I'm beautiful. And really like filling up my cup to get myself up. I kind of like that. Filling up my cup to get myself up. But yeah, so that's pretty much like the basis of it. And being happy is a choice. You get to choose to, like, and the same way you have the choice of being happy is the same reason you have a choice to feel stressed out, sad. You have the choice to stay in that state. But if you choose to actually switch it up and decide, I'm going to be happy today and I'm going to stay happy no matter what. And the other thing is like trusting God. Like, okay, whenever I get in that state, I'm like, God, I trust you. God, I trust you. God, I trust you. Because whatever I'm going through right now is going to help me grow and mold to the person I need to be, for my family, for my, my future kids, for the world, whoever I need to be. So happiness is a choice, guys. You can walk around being grumpy and mad at the world and like, why is this happening to me? And why is God doing this to me? And reality is we're doing it to ourselves. You're hurting yourself more than anything. And you know what happens is, and I used to do this, I used to blame everybody else. Like, especially God, I used to blame God. Like, why are you doing this to me? I'm your daughter. You're supposed to be there for me. Or I blame other people for certain instances that happen in my life when they have nothing, they don't control how I feel. I get to control how Umu feels inside at the end of the day. So you got to really take heed in that. And, someone just asked me that, and it was just like, he was like, well, how do you be happy? Like, how are you just so joyous and spirited, and it's just a choice. It's a choice. It's a choice. I just tell myself I'm going to do it, and I do it. There's nothing special that I do. I just make the decision to be happy, because instead of me, and I've been in a place where I've been sad about stuff and I would let it drag on for months and years and days and hours and forever. And it wouldn't get me anywhere, because how I was feeling out inside was affecting what was going around my surroundings. It made everything worse. And that's what happens when you don't feel good inside, then everything around you starts to mess up, because you're not in that state of gratitude or happy for what you currently have. Because one problem will happen, and then you'll start thinking, you'll like neglect everything else. You'll forget that you got a home. You'll forget that you got a job. You'll forget that you have money in your account. You'll forget that you have a family. You'll forget a lot of things because of one little thing. And that's where I kind of want to get you guys in a mindset of, you can't let one thing affect how you feel about everything else. You have to get in a state of gratitude. And remember, what are you grateful for? What do you have? that a lot of people don't have, that you didn't have before. And especially if you're not in the same situation you were last year. Like, I'm a totally different person from who I was a year ago. And I'm totally grateful for that. Like, sometimes I got to remind myself, like, Uma, you are not the same person you were a year or two ago. Like, you've gone through a lot of things and you're still going and growing through it. So it's pretty dope. Like, and then the other thing you have to think about is this situation going to matter come next year? Am I going to be thinking about it? Is it going to be bothering me? You know, it's going to be a whole nother thing next year. Like, this problem is not going to be here come next year. You know what I mean? So it's honestly a choice, and you get to choose to make that decision to be happy with inside of yourself. And as long as you stay focused and stay in a state of gratitude and affirm that you're going to be happy and affirm that you're beautiful and you're strong and you're powerful and believe that, I promise you it's going to take you to some places in your life you never imagined. So I'm hoping that this message honestly spreads out and I shared it to somebody that is going to be able to help, because I hate to see people sad and they do it to themselves. And they tend to blame other people for it or blame other things or situations on it when it's really you. You got to look in the mirror and deal with you at the end of the day, you know? And I think that's the toughest part about life is, you know, especially me being in Herbalife, like, you have to, it's a lot of situations where this company causes you to have to deal with yourself. And I love that because I get to grow. I get to be strong. I get to be powerful and beautiful in that. And every day I look at myself in the mirror now and I'm telling myself, you're going to change, you're going to change, you're going to change. And it's not to say there's anything wrong with me. It's just I get to get better. So that's the thing. It's a choice. We get to get better. So look at yourself in the mirror. And here's the other thing. You got to take responsibility. You got to take responsibility for what's going on in your life, because especially if you know now that it's your choice, you definitely got to take responsibility for that. So I'm super grateful to be able to share this message with you guys. Especially me growing every day allows me to be able to help you guys out. So I pray and share and shed a beautiful light onto you, and just pray that you continuously just grow into the person that you want to be. And you just stay focused and stay happy with where you are. You know, love on people more, give more, you know, and I promise you, when you start to give what you want and you receive it, it feels so much better. And for me, it just feels good to be able to give. Today was like a really giving day for me. So I know I'm going over a little bit, but just want to share that message with you guys. Thank you for every single person that's followed me on this YouTube channel. Someone inspired me to do it. So, you know, it's just really continuously doing it to be able to share with you guys every week, you know, what's going on in my life, and being able to share with you guys how the things I go through that obviously you're not going through it by yourself, and how I can help you guys out. So I'm super grateful. Thank you, God. I pray this message sends out to someone. Love you guys. Peace.